My wife invited her lover on our vacation, so I ruined both of them. The moment I found the hidden messages on her phone, my entire world stopped. My wife, the woman I trusted with my heart for over a decade, wasn't just cheating on me, she was plotting to take her lover on our family vacation. A trip I had saved for months, planned carefully, hoping it would bring us closer after she had grown distant. Instead, it was her chance to humiliate me while enjoying herself with him. That night, staring at those messages, I knew one thing for certain: I wasn't going to let them get away with it. At first, anger consumed me. My hands trembled as I scrolled through their conversations, each word stabbing deeper. They laughed about me, called me boring, predictable, even a wallet. She promised him luxury, told him I wouldn't suspect a thing. The more I read, the more my pain turned into something sharper: resolve. If she wanted to play this game, then I would make sure she regretted every single move. I didn't confront her immediately. That would have been too easy. Instead, I pretended everything was normal. When she suggested the vacation again, I smiled and agreed. I watched her eyes light up with excitement, thinking her plan was still safe. Inside, I was planning my revenge step by step. The vacation was a trip to a luxurious resort by the sea, a place I had dreamed of visiting since childhood. When we arrived, I immediately noticed him. Tall, smug, and carrying himself like he owned the place. My wife introduced him as a friend who happened to book the same spot. I bit back my rage and shook his hand, pretending not to know. The audacity of it all nearly made me laugh. Over the next couple of days, I observed them carefully. They thought they were clever, sneaking off while I napped, exchanging glances when they thought I wasn't looking. But I had cameras set up. Tiny hidden devices I had purchased before the trip. Every kiss, every touch, every betrayal was recorded. They had no idea they were building the evidence I would use to destroy them. But my plan wasn't just about exposing them. It was about reclaiming my dignity. So on the third night, after another coincidental dinner with all three of us, I invited them to join me for a private celebration. I told them I had arranged a special evening by the beach with champagne and a slideshow of memories from our marriage. My wife smiled, pretending to be touched. Her lover smirked, already dismissing me as a fool. When the projector lit up the white sheet I had set against the waves, the first images were of our wedding. Our smiles, our vows, the promises she once made to me. She looked uneasy, shifting in her seat. Then the images changed. Suddenly, the screen showed clips of her and her lover, caught red-handed. Their walks, their secret kisses by the pool, the stolen moments in the hallway. Gasps escaped from other guests who had gathered, curious about the romantic show. My wife's face turned pale. Her lover cursed under his breath. But it was too late, the truth was out. I stood before them, my voice steady despite the storm raging inside me. This vacation was supposed to be about us, I said. But clearly, there is no us anymore. You thought you could humiliate me. Instead, you've only exposed yourselves. The silence that followed was heavier than any words. People whispered, some shaking their heads, others glaring at them with disgust. My wife tried to speak, tears streaming, but I raised my hand. Don't, I said firmly. You made your choice the moment you invited him. Now I'm making mine. That night, I packed my bags and left them both behind. The resort staff, sympathetic after witnessing everything, helped me arrange an early flight home. On the plane, I stared out at the dark sky, a mix of heartbreak and relief settling over me. For years, I had carried the weight of a love that no longer existed. Finally, I had let it go. Back home, the fallout was swift. Everyone knew what she had done. Friends who once admired our marriage turned away from her. Her lover vanished quickly, unwilling to face the shame. She tried to call me, begged for forgiveness, but I never answered. I had given her my best years, my loyalty, my heart. She had thrown it away. But here's the part that matters most. I didn't let bitterness define me. Instead, I rebuilt myself. I focused on my career, on my passions I had long neglected. I reconnected with old friends, found joy in simple moments, and slowly, I healed. Pain has a way of teaching us lessons we never asked for, but sometimes those lessons free us. Years later, when I look back on that vacation, I don't just remember the betrayal. I remember the strength I found in myself. The courage to stand up, the wisdom to walk away, and the freedom that came after. My wife invited her lover on our vacation thinking she would ruin me. Instead, I ruined her illusion, and reclaimed my life. Because sometimes, revenge isn't about destroying others. It's about proving to yourself that you are stronger than the betrayal meant to break you.